I'm going to call this meeting to order. This is the first Lisle Township Employment / Personnel Committee meeting. And first thing we're going to do is the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
I am the designate, I'm taking notes.
You're taking notes?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Supervisor Hewitt.
Here.
Clerk Polowitz,
Here.
trustee Robinson here, trustee
Page. Here.
trustee McGovern,
Here.
trustee Geist,
Here.
assessor Trowbridge,
Here.
highway commissioner, and folks in the audience. And online, Lisa R. V. S. And Gerald. Okay, got it.
Okay. Executive session if needed.
I would make a motion, or sorry, I'm not sure. Well, we don't have to. If it's needed, then we'll.
Nobody?
Go there.
Can we move this agenda item to?
Did I put it in the
order
wrong place?
Well,
This
I
is my
just feel
first
like we
one.
need some discussion before we bounce into executive.
Make a
session.
motion.
So, I'd like to make a motion to, suspend and amend and move executive session.
Oh.
To 8.
It's already there.
It's already.
That was my bad for not
Yeah,
looking, and I
scratch.
apologize for that. So
True. That's probably good.
Okay,
item number 6, this is discussion and possible action regarding reinstating Lisa Rose to the Finance Department. Right, so the Employment and Personnel Committee is beginning with Finance and Food Pantry because those two sides of the township are experiencing the majority of turmoil and confusion over who does exactly what job within the supervisor's office. Both departments have lost their experienced staff, which has led to the turmoil. In the supervisor's office, there's an inability to settle a disagreement over who should be responsible for the finance side, which includes payroll and its services, accounts payable and receivable, FOIA requests dealing with money. I feel that it's become the board's job to settle that matter and get that position stabilized enough so that all township employees can be confident that their paychecks are correct every pay period. The supervisor has expressed disapproval of Lisa's work quality, yet the accountant is saying in her email the opposite. Referring to Linda's email, I am proposing that the board settles this and arranges for Lisa to be in the job so we can move on. After an appropriate time, when Lisa has completed all training per Linda's email, we can check back on this topic and make the necessary changes if they're necessary. Being completely fair to Lisa, she had applied for this township in the general assistance position at first.
Oh.
She learned during a phone interview with Becky from Connor and Gallagher that the supervisor wanted Lisa in the operations management position, which included financials. Lisa had accounts payable and receivable experience enough to begin the job and was willing to learn more. She received very little training before being removed by the supervisor and sent to communications, a position which the supervisor had just filled with a new hire on January 23rd, 2023. The new communications hire was sent to do Lisa's former job. And so I just want to make this short and sweet. What I am asking for is a recommendation from this committee that we can bring to the board to put Lisa back in that job and get that stabilized already. There are too many fingers on the computer back there. There's too many people involved and there's too many mistakes coming out every meeting. And this needs to be stabilized.
Can we go back just for 1 second? So have her do the training, the QuickBooks training?
Yes, yeah,
But then you said something about revisit it. So why would
Yes.
revisit? She does the QuickBooks training and we're reinstating her. Why would we have to revisit?
Well,
that?
no, not revisit her employment there, and not revisit her position there, but no,
okay.
to just revisit her training.
See how it's
To
going.
meet with Linda to see how it's going, to have Linda reassure us that indeed we have an employee already on payroll here that can do the job back there. We don't,
Oh.
I think it's Keystone.
Well, this explains why I was confused why she would be going for an operations role. It made sense for her to be going for the general assistance role based on her experience.
but she did have the bookkeeping and the accounts receivable experience enough in her job
Right.
to be covered
But
with
she
this.
can do it. She has this QuickBooks training, which is what I've been pushing for someone to get QuickBooks training.
Exactly. She was barely in that job and taken out of the job. Her training was not even barely begun before she was taken out and somebody else put it. And I would say this person that was put in was not hired for financials. She was hired for communications, had nothing to do with it whatsoever. It was a big, and the new hire came in on the 3rd of January and was changed from the job she was. So
I think we have, I think in-house.
no,
Need a lot more.
no, I've seen what you have to say, and that's not coming out in this room. If you want to go in and,
Yeah, we should.
Say that.
Executive
Yeah,
session.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion to enter into executive session of the Lisle Township Employment and Personnel Committee.
You gotta state the reason.
For the reason of responsibility changes in employment. Is that? Is the reason?
It's,
Is that enough? I don't know.
yes, well, it's,
I think you did choose specific, I think employment.
Employment.
Employment, yeah, be more vague.
Or personnel, which is.
Personnel,
I think it's
okay.
what it is. You have it. I didn't see anything else.
Sorry, thanks
That's what she-
for visiting again.
Thank you.
See you shortly.
Good night.
Well, guess what?
Good night, drive
We'll be right
carefully.
here. We'll be right here. So don't worry. We'll be
I'll
right
second.
it's
I
a
think-
Tuesday one is what it's required to say.
Okay, we're in executive session.
What, in a minute.